Okay, hi Rakesh.
Hi.
Firstly, thank you for interviewing with telechakka.com. And I would like to know that how did the decision of anchoring come about?
Um, we in our lives, an actor's life, everything I guess is impromptu. We never decide that we're going to do this a particular thing. It just happens, everything happens, and I think it happens for a good reason and a good cause. Um, Anchoring is something as actors, we really don't differentiate from a particular medium to be. It is whatever the medium is it's about entertaining our audience, and that's what we believe in. And we are here to entertain you, and that's what we are doing.
Okay, so how do you relate your relationship with Riddhi to the show?
Um, Obviously, we are doing an angling for a love story. So obviously, what better than having a real life couple who are in love with each other to talk about a story like that. Yes, obviously we are married. We love each other, and that's why we are here to promote some other love story too.
Alright, so there's a clutter of mythological shows in, we have Star Plus, Mahadev, and a lot of other shows. So, do you think, this trend is coming from a long way?
India, we belong to a society where gods and goddesses have an important role in our lives. We believe we are faithful people. We always cling on to one aspect, which is faith. And India is basically the whole tradition, the whole culture is very based on the mythology, which is Rama and Mahabharata. And in today's time also, if you see every show that you see on TV is the depiction of those shows, like Mahabharata. You can see the nuance of Mahabharata, the characters of Mahabharata in today's time, the modern age time as well. So yes, I do believe that our society does believe in God and the divine intervention. People really hope that someday God listens to our prayers and takes us to a better place and makes us a happy human being. Yeah.
So, given a chance, which mythological show currently would you like to be a part of?
Um, I don't know. I really don't know which show I would like to be a part of. But as I said, medium doesn't matter. It's about the role. If the role is promising, then why not as an actor?
Okay, alright. So, what kind of shows also, like as an actor, since you're saying that it depends upon the role, so could you explain what kind of roles?
It's just not about, I'll correct myself, just not about the role alone. I look at the team when I'm working with someone. Because I'm a very positive person, and I like a lot of positivity while I'm working in with any unit or any production house or any team. Passion has to be there. As I'm a painter, I'm a creative person. I love people who are passionate about their jobs. So for me, anybody who's passionate will definitely get a discount from my side.
So, could you tell me something more about your paintings, your crafts and paintings?
Painting is something which I live for. I think it's oxygen for me. It puts me in a different space every time I paint, every time I put a stroke on the canvas with colors. It's a different cosmic world for me. It's like meditation. People go for vipassana and people go for, cleansing themselves. For me, when I'm with the canvas and the brushes and colors, I am set. I don't need anything else.
So, which is one thing you like and dislike about Riddhi? If you could tell us.
Every couple has got likes and dislikes, but we are not like a typical couple. We are like more like friends. We are, in fact, I can say I married my best buddy. So I like a lot of things of hers than dislike. And it's just one aspect. Sometimes I get bothered. Is like she is this loud Punjabi chick, and I'm this quite Marathi boy. So I think that's when I tell Riddhi that can you just lower the volume, at times. But that's okay. I think that's quite cute. I find that extremely cute.
All right. And since Navratri is going on, what are you doing for Navratri? Are you playing Navratri? Do you play?
I don't believe in celebrating any kind of festival with loud volume. I think I'm a very peace-loving person, and I detest people when they, on the pretext of celebrating or worshipping God, they play all sort of filmy music and chikni chamelis and whatnot, you know. So I don't think that's the way we should pray to God. There are many other ways to kneel on the ground and pray to the Lord, whichever Lord you follow. But don't display unnecessarily when it's not needed. God doesn't want. God is a symbol of peace, you know, and I think it's just God just needs your love and nothing else, you know. Celebration, yes, I mean color, celebration, loud volume. It's all man-made, and I don't really fancy that.
So, firstly, I'd like to know how was your experience with Savitri?
Oh, Savitri was a learning experience. It taught me a lot of things. There were lots of things that I have never done in my life that I did on that show. I went scuba diving. I did horse riding. I was on the harness. I did sword fighting. So there were all these things that I had never ever done, and probably I would not have done had I'm not a stunt woman, so I don't think I would have ever done those things. But yeah, I was happy I got those experiences, and also there was a lot of variation in my character in terms of the nuances and the characterization, because the character went through 4 different phases. So that was nice. Because I got to do different things. I got to be 4 different people being the same person. So yes, it was fun. It was at least challenging, very very challenging.
So, do you think the character of Savitri lived up to your expectations as you wanted?
More than, see, I was very happy with my character. More than living up to my expectations, it taught me a lot. You know, I mean, I'm not here to sit and judge on, okay, this character, you know, is nice or not. You need to learn what you learn out of it. I learned all these things. I learned a lot of physical things, and I also learned a lot of things in terms of my acting skills. So I was very happy.
So, how did the decision come about to do this show, anchor this show?
It was with Rakesh, and I've always said Rakesh is my favorite co-actor. I would do anything to just like act with him. It's the easiest to shoot with him. It's very very breezy. We don't even need to rehearse. You know, I mean, these are anchor links, but if it's a scene, we don't really need to rehearse it. We know what my character is doing, and he knows what his character is doing. We can very easily take it from there. So it's fun to work with Rakesh. I've always said that I take a lot from him. He doesn't know that I steal a lot of his acting skills and, you know, the little things that he does. So I'm happy. I'm again going to make notes.
Okay, so how do you relate to the show, your relationship to the show in terms of Gauri and Shiv?
I think the only way I can relate to the show and us is that the 2 people who are meant to come together, they come together. I've not known Rakesh from Adams. We've not been childhood buddies or anything. I remember watching his first film Tumbin when I was in school, you know. So I mean, I didn't know I'll end up marrying that guy. So yeah, when you're meant to meet, God makes you meet. And in fact, it's really strange, but the way we got married, we always said that it's God's plan. It's God's plan that we are getting married, you know, because everything happened so fast and so smooth that we had no time to even think, wait a minute, what's going on? It was just like, I mean, if I go into the details of various incidents, everybody would believe that yes, things did happen. I mean, if they were all God's plan. On the day of our wedding, we had a open wedding, you know. There was no nothing covering the venue and anything, and it started pouring in the morning, and we were like, oh no, the whole venue is going to be drenched, and what are we going to do? But turns out it was absolutely like crystal clear by night, and we said, oh, it was really God cleansing the city for us to get married. So stuff like that. So yeah, the only thing I can say, and the biggest thing is that when two people are meant to come together, God brings them together.
Okay. There's a clutter of mythological shows currently on air. And you have done Savitri, which was a mythological show. And now again, you're anchoring a mythological show. So what do you have to say about that?
It's nice. I think mythological shows they're Indian. Whatever takes India forward, and like Savitri, I think this show is also a mix of mythological and fiction. Like, it's based in modern India and it's got mythology, which is what Savitri also had. I think it's a very, very interesting genre. It's a very, very interesting combination, because you not only show progress, you not only show the contemporary world, but you also talk to the world about what your country and what your grounds and your background and everything was. So I think it's really good. Kudos to everybody who's doing it.
So one thing which you like and dislike about Rakesh?
Oh, one thing that I like everything about him. So see, I'm just going to tell you one thing that I dislike about him. Barring that, I like everything about him. I think the one thing that I can tell you one thing that I really like about him. But one thing that I dislike about him would be that he doesn't sleep at night. And I need to sleep. Like at about 2-3, I really want to sleep. But he can go on and on. He can go on till 4-5 in the morning and not sleep. And he's full of energy. Like, he'd want to do things. He'd want to paint. He'd want to, I don't know, go out for a drive and everything. The one thing that I really, really like about Rakesh, he's seen a super duper hit film, and that was one thing that I liked about him when we first met. He's seen the highs, he's seen the lows, he's seen a lot in life, but he's very grounded. The highs have not made him arrogant, the lows have not made him bitter. So I like the fact that he's really humble and he's very grounded. That was in fact one of the first things that struck me about Rakesh as a person, as a friend. And the third thing that I like about him is he's a terrific artist. He's a genius, and in about 10 to 15 years, you guys will say that. So.
Alright, so what are your hobbies like, as Rakesh has hobbies like painting and crafts and stuff? What do you like doing?
Yeah, I'm not such an exotic person. I don't have the exotic hobbies Rakesh has. My hobbies are watching films. I love watching films. I love reading. I like writing. I don't write so much. I don't write all the time, but I like writing. Writing whenever I have thoughts, or I feel inspired, I write. Apart from that, yes, dancing used to be a hobby, because I used to dance when I was in school and college. So I was really in the groove of dancing. Now I don't dance because I just get too upset that I've forgotten dancing, But yeah, dancing is one of my passions that I've sort of left behind somewhere. So I would love to go back to it. Apart from that, I enjoy cooking sometimes. When I'm alone at home, when I don't have house help around, when I'm just like on my own, only for Rakesh, nobody there to judge me and tell me, "Aap ye galat kar rahe ho, aap ye sahi kar rahe ho." So I like to cook then. I like to cook when I'm alone.
And with Navratri season going on, do you like playing Navratri? Do you play Navratri?
No, I am a Punjabi. We never really did Garba or anything like that. For us, Navratri was 9 days of no non-veg, keeping the jyot on for 24 hours, and yeah, just thanking God for everything. Hi guys, you can catch me, Riddhi and Rakesh on Jai Ma Vindhyavasini on 12th October, Big Magic. ये बहुत ही खूबसूरत कहानी है शिव और गौरी की, गौरी के इस बिलीफ की कि उसको उसका शिव एक दिन ज़रूर मिलेगा, and she gets him thanks to Jai Ma Vindhyavasini. You must watch the show, because a lot of us need some divine intervention in our lives.
Yeah, the show is all about faith, love,
and divine intervention.
And divine intervention.
Which human beings need these days.
Yes,
So watch
and that's why we are here to promote the show. So keep watching.